is what happens to my hair sometimes. It's so bad. So I have my straightener going on right now, I'm going to warm it up and do my hair here in a minute. But I want to play more with this Corderosa palette. And I think I used maybe some of the shades the last time in a video, but I used 2 Sigma palettes. So this is the wrong side. This is the Corderosa palette, and these are the beautiful shades. I do want to get into some of the pinks and stuff, even though I'm wearing like browns and stuff today. So maybe we will. Maybe we'll do burgundy and gold. Who knows? We'll see. It's going to get crazy. Hopefully by now I would have showed you swatches of this whole palette as well. Also, you may notice right here on my forehead. So last night, I don't know, if some of you follow my vlogs on the other channel, you'll know that I am very sensitive when I get bug bites. And last night I went out, got a bug bite, and that happened. And then it went away. And this morning I went out to collect some yarrow seeds to cut it down, the yarrow down from the garden. And I ended up getting bit again in the same exact spot. Like, how does that even happen? So I have this concealer. This is from Saki Lady. I don't know. Anyway, it's one of the Temu things. I'm just going to cover the redness up there. We're going to put some under the eyes as well. I don't have any foundation. Well, that seems like it made it worse. I'm just leave it there for now. I don't have any foundation on at this point. I just have oils on my skin from Eurovita, which I'm trying out. And if you are interested, I would check out, well, the vlog, it'll be out next week. We'll talk about a little bit and show you what oils I'm using on my face, what it's doing. I'll probably do some on this channel as well, as far as showing you guys that. But for now, I'll link the Eurovita stuff down. I'm just gonna let that sit. All right, so let's also probably put something over our lids, like a primer, because I feel like I need that today. What is this? No more baggage. Oh, the eye puffing gel. Should have put that on first. Oops. All right, I know I have it. Hold on. All right. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. We got a lot going on because we're getting ready to go to Buffalo, and I gotta clean this table off. This is our kitchen table that we don't ever eat at. It's loaded with my makeup, and I've got laundry to do. In the process of, I just unloaded the dishwasher. I've got piles of laundry in there. I'm in the middle of folding, and I took a break so that I can do this. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use these guards today because I want a little bit more of a precise line. You don't need to do this if you don't have your foundation on. But like, this is the best my skin has looked without foundation. And I think that is highly due to the tretinoin agency stuff I'm using, as well as the Eurovita stuff. I don't know if it's gonna stick. I can feel it pulling back because of the oil on my skin. It's all like soaking in, but it keeps my skin so hydrated and makes it look plumper and not as like oily. I mean, not as why am I saying oily? Dry, like dehydrated. That's what I mean. All right, so I'm gonna go start with the actual shade Corderosa right here, and we're gonna lay that down in the crease, and I'm going to bring you guys in. And there we go. So this is the color Corderosa. Looks pink coming out here, looking a little bit more peach and darker than, so I'm going to show it to you in the palette so you can see what I'm talking about. This was a surprise. I thought this was going to be quite a bit lighter, and it's not. It's a beautiful shade. Very pigmented. Just not what I was thinking. So that's the shade right here. You would have thought I went into that shade, but no, I went into this shade. And it's just very peachy and warm, and it looks like that's not what it looks like in the pan, right? You know, it looks like it's like got a little caramel color in it, but it looks in person it looks more pink. So this was a little surprise. So you gotta kind of watch that, because that's why you want to swatch. I haven't swatched all these. Well, by the time you guys are seeing this video, I will have, but at the time of filming the video, I have not. So there it is. That's much darker than we thought we were going. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just make do. All right, so now I need a little bit of a smaller crease brush, and I am going to go in with the color Damask, which is a hot pink. We're going to be mixing colors together. Where did it go? Right here. I don't know. Did I even get that in there? Anyway, right there. I don't know if that's gonna, these colors are gonna work together, but they're in the palette, so they better. We'll just see what we get. It's gonna be a interesting look. We'll see if we like it. All right, it's blending into that shade beautifully. I need a light shade up top, which we do have one in here. But this is blending good. All right, at the top, I'm gonna go in with Veranda, which is like a skin tone. I'm actually gonna check this on my skin because I don't want it to be, okay, it is skin color. So I wanted to make sure it was really light since the other one kind of surprised me. And I'm just gonna go up at the top and just blend a little bit. So it kind of looks like, it does have some color to it, but it's not a lot. If you're really fair though, it might be too much for you. But I'm just blending those little edges where that first shade hits, so that we don't have really harsh edges. That maybe looks more like a blend, you know? And I'll still put a little highlight up there because we have that in here too. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the color Shakespeare. And Shakespeare is this burgundy shade right here. And we're gonna put that just on the corners right here. And get it nice and deep. This is where it's really nice to use these guards, because I feel like this is where a lot of people kind of mess up, and this is myself included. So once you have the guard down, it's so much easier. You don't have to worry because you know you're going to get a clean line and it's just going to look good. And you hope you put your things in the right spots so that they are even when you take it off. That's the hope, my friends. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Now we have a beautiful shade in here called Campfire, which should lend a lot of light back into this look. This is a mauve pinky shade right here. It looks a little neutral in the light, but it is quite pink. So I'm gonna start that right here. Okay. On the eye, looking a little bit more rose gold. So some of these shades, beautiful shades, but man, they kind of surprise you a little bit. Really beautiful though. Not unhappy with it. I feel like it, even with my lights on, it's still dark in here as it's kind of cloudy outside. Okay, so now I'm going to go into Belle of the Ball. This will be on the inner corner, and I'm also going to do this up on the highlight. That's this shade right here. I didn't even clean the brush off from using Campfire. I'm just going to keep it because we're going to blend it in anyway, so it's fine. Much nicer, little bit more. This is like a higher sparkle shade than the other one. Really pretty. Just come up a little bit in the center, like right in here, so you get that nice flow of light. Right over that top. And let's go a little up, a little bit. All right, now we're going to use this right up here, just on its own. Not loving that for a upper highlight. It's the lightest shade in here for a shimmer highlight. Not loving that. It's a little dark. I'll probably lighten that back up. All right, let's take this off and we'll put some foundation on. See, look at that line. We're going to soften that, but we're going to put foundation and then I'll worry about it after. All right, I'm just going to use the Milani today. One pump. This is a little bit light on me. Let me back up. It is a little bit light, but not awful. We're going to bronze up anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's a better winter color than summer. Cover up our big old, look at how big that is. That's like, can you see? It's massive. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like, this is just what happens to me. Hopefully it goes down soon because it looks so bad. It's like I got, look at that. Look, I just got a big old growth on my face. And that's just a mosquito bite. I'm just kind of lightly tapping over the edge just to take away a little bit of the sharpness, not really trying to get rid of it. Just like that. Okay. Aside from the goose egg, the skin looks good. Right? Okay. Alrighty. Okay. All right. Now we're going to go on the bottom and I'm going to start with, I'm going to actually start with Shakespeare, which is that burgundy shade, and lay that down right here. That is a pretty strong shade. We'll buff that out shortly, but right now we're just laying it down. All right. Next, I'm going back into Corderosa, which is the first shade, and I'm going to put it underneath here and pull it all the way across. I'm taking a little extra time out here where I have that burgundy just to blend that to a really nice blend. That looks pretty. I'm very happy with that. Yes, that's good. Okay. Now, one thing I am already noticing, I have this issue where I get just really dark in there. I'll get like shadow. So I'm just cleaning up slightly. All right, I'll be right back with my eyes done and then we'll finish. Okay, eyes are done. I'm gonna go into this little shade right here. This is in the Ofra palette and pop that in. Ooh. It's got a little bit of like a blue or purple in it. That's fun. A little something different. Fun. We're not going to use that on the top lid though. We're going to use something different. We're going to use the champagne shade. I just wanted a little pop of something here. I just think that's so fun. Gives a little bit of light back into the eye. Just pulling it through here. Okay, cleaning that off, gonna go back into the center shade here, and we're gonna stick that up here. That's more what I was looking for up there, just like a champagne, you know, pretty highlight, which is pretty good. Okay, so let's bring you guys in and show you the up close of the eye. I do like it. I think it's pretty. All right. Let's finish the face, shall we? Going in with Miss Pat McGrath bronzer. So I'm just gonna warm the face up here. I'm not even doing like, I'm not really contouring, I'm just bronzing. Over the top of the nose, over the big golf ball on my forehead. One of my subscribers said vitamin B1, but I can't find B1. Anyone know where you can get that? I went to Target, that's all I looked at, because that's where I was there. That's where I get my medicine. So I was there for that, and they had like B12 and B6, but I couldn't find B1, so I don't know where that might be. I also wonder if there's like a trick with contouring, if I could like lift, you know, I'm starting to get that like saggy skin right there, which I didn't have as a kid. It was more like this. I don't know if there's a way to contour it to kind of make it not do that. I'm gonna come up here and do it right here and just then go over with my foundation brush and just see if that helps. Like, no, it doesn't look like it helped. I'm sure I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. That's one of those things you're gonna have to play with, I think, and maybe see if somebody's got a tutorial on it. I don't know. All right, blusher. I have a big, bright, beautiful blush here from Colourpop. We can use a sucker. That'll pull out the pink in the eye. This is their seed from their watermelon, Seed You Later, I mean strawberry, and it's called Seed You Later blush, okay? So we'll go in with this. Pop that up here, small circles. Placement of blush matters too. I don't really need a long face, but this does give you an uplift. I already have a long face, so like this will make your face look longer, but it also makes your face look lifted. And since I'm trying to draw the attention away from here, I'm going up because I don't like what my jawline looks like. So I'd rather focus like almost like right up into the eye, you know, like right there. And again, like once powder's on, you pounce everything in nicely, tap, tap. Once it's all in, and the highlight and the powder, it's not as much color, but powder is the first thing, or blush is the first thing on me that goes. Like it's literally the first thing that like just disappears on my skin. So now, probably because I touched my face. Lip, should we do this? Let's do this. This is Buxom. I got this because Tati recommended it, and I do like it. I will say it does go up into my lip lines though, so I gotta watch it. I always get compliments when I wear this on my lips in videos though, so maybe that's what it's good for. Videos. But if I wear it to work, it goes up in my lines. And it does have on the end here a little brush where you can like refine your edges a little. And then I think I'm going to use the Fenty gloss, which has a little hint of that same color up in here too, like the brown over it, and just see what we get with that and this lipstick. Yeah, it tones it down just enough. Okay, now little highlight, little powder, little spray, and we'll be done. And then I'll come back with my face done too. All right, so for the highlight, I need a highlighter brush. I don't know, should we go with the pink? Should we go with this crazy color? Let me look at this. Is it pink? No, it's got more blue in it. Let me take that off. I have a pink highlighter, but it's in the Jeffree Star thing here. So let's do this one. I have this highlighter here, which is pink. What is this one? That's also blue. So let's just do the pink. So we're pulling out kind of pink and sunset colors today, burgundies. It's a fun look. What the heck, look like I could be like a pinup, an old pinup lady model. Okay, so now I'm just going to set my face and then I'm going to spray it and Then I'll go do my hair. So let's just go ahead and get the powder on first. I'm putting powder on where I have issues. So my T-zone needs powder for sure. And then I also like to put powder right up in here. I had a little like thing there yesterday that it was like a calcium bump like under the skin, and it was really getting bad. And I took a little, it was ready to come out, and I took a little pin and poked it and squeezed it, and so you can see that's why I got that. And the highlight brings that out. Don't do what I do. Okay, I think the skin looks pretty outside of that. Let's go ahead and spray it with our Anastasia. All right, okay, I'll let that set. I'll be right back. I will have my hair done, and then I'll take some up-close photos for you guys to see at the end. Hang tight. All right, guys, here is the final look. I'm happy with it. I think it's really nice. It's fun. It's summery. And let me give you some close-ups now that we have everything finished. Put the highlight. Messed up at the wing right there. I ran out of the thing I was using. Is dried up. I have to throw it out. All right, I am going to slightly, just looking at that closely like I did, I need a little bit of powder. It's a little shinier than I want. So we're gonna just go over. This is never gonna go down. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna take some pictures and we'll take a look at this up close in the photos. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Enjoy the photos at the end, and all of the details of everything I used today that I can find and link will be linked for you. The Brain Freeze palette from Jeffree Star is something I haven't, it's not on his site, and I haven't been able to find it. You can find some of his highlighters if you're looking for them. He does have really good highlighters, but I couldn't find this one. So I'm guessing that this one was probably limited edition. So I'm gonna put some earrings in. I'll be back and we'll see the photos next. Thanks, stay tuned.